This is Memoirs of a Porcupine by Elaine Mabanku. This novel was actually a very fast read because it's only separated by commas and a few occasional page breaks. This method is really successful at reminding you that what you're reading is more like a transcript than a novel. It's supposed to be the porcupine telling his story to a baobab tree, and the only breaks are when he gets tired or when he goes to the stream for a drink of water. So the pacing in this book is very fast. Let's talk about this porcupine. The story goes that he's a harmful double of a serial killer in the village. Everyone in the book has a double, but only some of them are harmful, like the porcupine. And this porcupine has helped his master, Kabandi, take the lives of many. Now Kabandi's gone, but for some reason, the porcupine is still here. So already we have a flaw in the system. Not all the pieces quite fit together the way they're supposed to. If you take this as seriously as the porcupine does, then you're armed with the skepticism necessary to encounter the rest of this book. And it's not that this book is totally irreverent to traditional beliefs, or any beliefs for that matter. It's just that none of the systems quite work. There are gaps, and things keep falling out of place. If our animal narrator is a double, why didn't he die when Kabandi died? And what about the funeral rite, where the dead are allowed to guide the pallbearers to their killers? How does that work? Does it work at all, or are the pallbearers just acting? Instead of turning into a book that condemns all fantasy or superstition or religion or belief of any kind, Mabanku's choice of the porcupine as a narrator suggests that sometimes these kind of gaps and holes can be a blessing. They don't necessarily leave you alone with nothing but cold, hard facts. He doesn't just turn around and say, well, this never happened because porcupines can't talk. Nope, all things supernatural are alive and well here, but they do come at a cost. This book is violent. It's about a man and an animal killing villagers with little or no cause at all. And here's where realism does kick in. Superstition or religion here are no excuse. Just because Kabandi has a harmful double doesn't explain why he's so full of rage. And just because the porcupine is a harmful double doesn't explain why he does most of the killing for his master. There's an element of cold, hard choice here. And these characters are responsible for what they do. They can't blame anything on an outside power or force. So even if there's fantasy or superstition here, it's all on the ground. It's all muddled up with reality, so you can't really escape responsibility for anything. As much as the porcupine would like to think that he was just in the shadow of Kabandi the whole time, this shadow could kill, and he did. That's a sobering conclusion to draw, I know, but it really was a playful book. After all, the narrator is a porcupine. That was Memoirs of a Porcupine, and you're watching Brave Little Books.